everyone, my name is Mutiara Zaskia Wijaya. Today I'm going to do my second project for Applied Linguistic. It is presentation and the presentation is about answering case. This is for the case 1. Mr. Thompson is a linguist studying in the use of language in news reporting. He is particularly interested in how language can convey bias, shape public opinion, and influence the perception of news events. Mr. Thompson analyzed articles from various news outlets covering the same event to identify linguistic patterns that may indicate bias. He also considered the impact of this linguistic choice on the audience understanding and interpretation of the news. The question is, what linguistic features should Mr. Thompson focus on to identify bias in news reporting? In applied linguistics, particularly within critical discourse analysis, Mr. Thompson should focus on three key linguistic features to identify bias in news reporting. It is lexical choice, transitivity, and agency, and the last is framing. The first is lexical choice, involve the use of emotionally charged or evaluative words that carry positive or negative connotation, subtly shaping readers' perception. The second is transitivity and agency, refer to how action and attribute revealing who is portrayed as responsible or passive, which can shift blame or highlight victimhood. For example, the government approved the law versus the law is passed. The last is framing, or how information is structured and emphasized, also plays a crucial role in bias as it determines what is foregrounded or omitted in the narrative. For example, police injured in protest versus protester demand justice. By examining these features, Mr. Thompson can uncover how language in news reporter convey ideological position and influence public opinion, reflect apply linguistic concern with real-world language use. This is the second case. Imagine you are a language planner working for the government of a country with a diverse linguistic landscape. The country has several indigenous languages spoken by different ethnic groups, as well as a dominant national language used for official purposes. Your task is to develop a language policy that promotes linguistic diversity while ensuring effective communication and national unity. This question is, how can the government promote the use and preservation of indigenous language through education? My answer is, as a language planner, the government can promote the use and preservation of indigenous language through a comprehensive language in education policy. This can include implementing mother tongue based multilingual education, where children begin their early education in their indigenous language before gradually transitioning to the national language. The approach supports both cognitive development and cultural identity. The government can also develop curricula, teaching material, and standardized orthographies for indigenous language, ensuring they are usable in formal education. Additionally, training or employing local teachers who are fluent in this language will help create a more inclusive and effective learning environment. Community involvement in decision making and encouraging bilingual or multilingual competence will foster appreciation for linguistic diversity while maintaining national unity. I think that's all from me. Thank you so much for attention. I hope the information that I explained can helpful. See you in another project.